What's up, everybody? Welcome to some Samut action. Hope you're ready to jump in that alleyway and get shanked by Samut for drinking the last bit of orange juice. You know, that's never good. She doesn't enjoy. Okay, anyway. Alright. Let's get this rocket and rolling. Now, as far as opening hand goes, yeah, I like this. It's not too bad. We got Command Tower, Kessig Wolf Run, Scattered Groves, Evolving Wilds. Odric, yeah, we'll keep. But, you know, we don't really have a lot of ramp or anything, but we have our mana base established, so I'll take that. And we're playing its Anafenza. Sounds good. I like it. Alright, let's go ahead and lead. What are we going to lead off with? I guess we can lead off with the Evolving Wilds. Go ahead and grab a red source off of that. The green white. Yeah, let's go. We'll just go and crack it right now. It doesn't really matter. I don't need to give away any information to our opponent. I'm sure it's not really going to affect their decisions. But I will cover our commanders just a second. Let's get this Evolving Wilds rocking and rolling, and then we can have some fun. Let's grab this beautiful mountain, put it into play, tap. Pass turn. Alright, we were playing Samut, Voice of Dissent. She has Flash, Double Strike, Vigilance, and Haste. Other creatures you control have Haste. Then for 1 white mana, untap another target creature. Playing its Anafenza. Whenever she attacks, put a +1 counter on another tapped creature you control. If a non-token creature in opponent control will die, exile it instead of putting it in his opponent's graveyard. A little graveyard hate. Glad we're not playing any Reanimator over here. But yeah. Always enjoy playing against Anafenza. Always tends to be a Obzon control style commander deck, which is usually tends to be a lot of fun. So hopefully we do have some fun. Elvish Mystic, okay. We can probably go for these Scattered Groves. Depends on what we draw into. You know, we're going to be online to make the... Ooh, beautiful. That's exactly what we need. Okay, let's go and get these Scattered Groves down. I'm just going to put it in play tapped. I'm going to go and pass the turn. So we covered both commanders. Got our hand rocking and rolling. Draw an Explosive Vegetation. Okay, we are good. We can have some fun. So, if you're not familiar with the Samut deck, this Samut deck tends to err a little bit more on the side of competitive competitive style commander deck. We're jamming a lot of combos in here, and a lot of those combos, well, not like combos plural, but the main combo that we're running in here, we have a lot of redundancy with that, is the Kiki Jiki combos, Zealous Conscripts, Village Bell Ringer, a lot of stuff where we're going to just be making a bunch of infinite tokens. That's what we're going for. I was going to get the command tower down, just in case we need to keep colored mana online or something. Anything else? No, we're going to go on past turn. Alright, so we have Anafenza swinging down for 4, puts us down to 26. We have Kessig Wolf Run, Explosive Vegetation next turn, puts us down to 22. And then we kind of stabilize with some wood. It's a 3-4, so we're not going to really be able to stop the Anafenza from swinging in. But, you know, as far as devotion goes for the God of Victory, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we can get into. If we get down Odric and Samut, then we get into spots where we have a double strike on everybody, and we can kind of double chump block on some of these creatures, or at least on Anafenza, and kind of keep her out of here. Okay, opponent gets down Avacyn's Pilgrim, Elvish Mystic. Let's go and get the Kessig Wolf Run. Let's go and go for an Explosive Vegetation. You know, we can take another hit from Anafenza at this point. We're okay with that. And, oh, there's +1. I was like, where is Elvish Mystic getting that nice little buff from? So we do have double red. We need to grab at least more planes if we're going to go double white. And then we have 2 green sources. I'm going to go and grab one more mountain. We're going to have Elvish Mystic to get down, and then Kiki Jiki does cost 3 red, so I'd like to make sure we have at least 3 red mana sources. That way if we do want to jam the combo to kind of stop this from swinging. And we don't really have any of our combo pieces right now. But if we draw into it, definitely go for it. But yeah, as far as the combo goes, there's Kiki Jiki, there's Zealous Conscripts, there's Village Bell Ringer, Splinter Twin. We also have the Exert creature that gets an extra combat step. You can kind of untap and keep it exerting, having a bunch of fun with that. Ooh, Wormcoil Engine. Alright, man. Alright, so we get it for 4. It's going to put us down to 20, 8 total commander damage. Now, if we go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we get down Elvish Mystic, yeah, 6. Elvish Mystic and Samut, that'll put us online for Elish Norn. We'll be able to take care of the Avacyn's Pilgrim, the Elvish Mystic. Now, the Wormcoil will be a 4-4 body with Death Touch, so we're going to have to kind of be careful with that. But at least we'll knock down Anafenza down to a 2-2, and Samut and kind of keep him in check. You know, we got the ladies holding up the different weapons, but, you know, I'm going to take Samut, man. She's got the fog. She has the, what is it, the Fog of War, the Art of, she has the Disguise, she has the, ooh, Village Bellringer, okay. Let's go, yeah, let's go and go for Samut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can get down Elvish Mystic, and then next turn we're taking a hit of 14, puts us down to 6, and then we can flash in Samut if they're not really paying attention. Because then we can catch, you know, the, yeah, let's go Elvish Mystic. and they'll be able to flash in some. Maybe I doubt we're going to block on Anafenza, but we can catch one of the mana dorks if they're going to swing in. We have enough mana to kind of flash that in, and then if not, we can just flash it in at the end of the turn and go for Elish Norn, and then hopefully kind of stabilize from there. We don't really have any sort of lifelink in our hand. But we got some nice options. We got the War Leader. Let's go and pass it over, let them do their thing, and then we'll kind of cover what we've got going on. So we've got the Village Bell Ringer, so if we hit something like Splinter Twin or Kiki Jiki, we're going to be able to kind of combo off from there. The Odric's really going to turn on, especially if we get down Elish Norn and get down Odric. That's really going to amplify our creatures out as far as everybody having that double strike, vigilance, and haste. Okay, so we got the crew swinging in. Let's see who they want to put the counters going on the. Let's go and flash in Samut. We might, opponent might be holding up some removal, but hey, we're gonna go for it. We have to. All right, Samut gets flashed in. Sometimes people forget she has flash. If you haven't played against Samut a lot, it's really weird that a red-green Naya commander has flash. I mean, it's weird to me. I forget about it all the time. And so, let's go ahead and chump block on the Elvish Mystic. That way we can kind of stop that Elvish Mystic from swinging in, and then Elish Norn will kind of clean up on the rest of them. Okay, first strike damage is done. We go down to 8. There's 12 total commander damage. Ooh, cat's in my lap. Getting out. Didn't want to knock off my headset. Alright, let's see what they're going for now. Scavenging Ooze. Oh. What a jerk. Hey, Scavenging Ooze, there's only one creature card in the graveyard for you. How do you feel now, buddy? But you feel like a dummy. Stupid. Alright, let's go get the Windswept. He is. He's a dummy. Let's get the... Let's go to crack the Windswept Heath. He is. Look at him. He's stupid. Scavenging Ooze is a dummy. Let's grab a Savannah, and then let's go ahead and go for, let's get some Elish Norn going. And then 2 more. Alright. Boom. Wipe it out. Okay, so now we've got 4/7. We can swing in. We still need to hold some creatures up. Let's go and swing in with Samut. She's going to have double strike. We could swing in with the... Because we'll be able to take care of Wormcoil and just not going to have first strike. So we can swing in with the Elvish Mystic and the Elish Norn, and then hold up Samut. I think I like. We're going to get in for 10 with if we swing in with Samut, though. We don't want to lose Elish Norn. Let's go and swing in with the Elvish Mystic and Elish Norn. I like that. Oh, and she has Vigilance. Ugh, sorry, guys. We should have swung in Samut because she does have Vigilance. It's sometimes you record enough to where you forget about the little things, and we just did right then. So, yeah, we should have swung in with some, hey, unfortunately that happens. Hey, it's a happy little mistake, so we'll bounce back from it. I'm telling you, man, she's got 800 keywords on there, and I know I read you at the beginning of the video. I know you're sitting there saying, Jolt, 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 how could you miss that? My gosh. Hey, man, I'm human. Sometimes that happens. Okay, so our opponent's getting down the Skull Clamp. Yeah. Hey, I don't like doing that. I'm not a huge fan of it. It's not good to me. Alright, so our opponent get the Wormcoil on there. See what else they're going for. Now, as far as the next turn goes, as far as Devotion for the Damnation. Okay, they're going to get a few little card draw on that. Get their little worm tokens. Let's get Samut back up. Yeah, we should have swung in with Samut, but we have, we're driving past it now. We got to keep rocking and rolling. Alright, so they've got one card in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we do have enough to flash in some to kind of take care of one of the Wormcoil engines. We can flash it in, take care of the Death Touch Wormcoil. Marsh Flats. Let's go and get that down. So anyway, we can sequence this. Now, if we crack the Marsh Flats, they're swinging in for 6. They're going to take care of us. So if we go for the War Leader, untap all creatures. She does have haste. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It'll be 7 and 8. So if we get down the God of Victory, Odric, we can flash in the Bell Ringer to kind of chump block on the lifelink one. Yeah, and then we can go next turn. Well, no, we're not going to be able to flash in Samut. Let's go ahead and it'll be 7, 14, 20. That would have been lethal. Let's go and get down the God of Victory. Well, actually, if we flash in, let's leave up Samut. Let's see if we can leave up Samut. I like leaving up Samut. Then we can go the War Leader because she's going to have Flying Vigilance and Haste, and the next turn we can swing in. Because the Samut, we're looking at 7 for Samut, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're going to have 8 total mana. So we can flash in Samut, and then we're going to have haste on that, and the other creatures you control have haste. So, and then we'll have a little bit more stuff to do. We can still go for the God of Victory the following turn, and then still get the War Leader down. Okay, got the Skull Clamp on the Lifelink Worm token. And that's going to be exactly lethal on that one. But either way, she's gonna have vigilance. Samut's gonna have vigilance, and then should be able to turn on devotion for the God of Victory. Yeah, because that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should be enough to kind of swing in and get some nice little extra combat steps going. Okay, swinging in 4-2 body. We need to block right here, so let's go ahead and flash in Samut. Flash that in. They did draw a few cards off that last Skull Clamp, but you know, if they drew some removal, they drew it. Alright, we're going to go ahead and block on the Death Touch Worm creature. We'll be able to deal that first strike and take care of it before it kills us. Okay, getting in for 4 puts us down to 3. They're going to go back to 31. And I think we may go ahead and crack on this one just to see. We got some Genesis. Okay. Nice little body over there. They're going to crack their own Flooded Strand. And that leaves 2 cards up. They're getting down for 1 green Skull Clamp on the Genesis. Okay. And then let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and crack the Marsh Flats at this point. Why not? Let's get this down. What are we going to grab? Probably wouldn't hurt to grab another red-green source. Well, actually, we can't grab it off Marsh Flats. That won't work. Maybe our opponent won't notice. We'll try to sneak that one in. Okay, so we got the Marsh Flats. We're going to grab some sort of plains. We do have at least the Temple Garden still left in library. We can go for that. Or if we want to go for a red-white land, we can go for that. We do have 3 green sources and at least 3 white sources, 3 red sources. Yeah, so if we can probably just go for green-white or red-white, we will be good. There we go. And in fact, let's probably just go ahead and grab, we've got some red stuff. Let's grab the Sacred Foundry. Would you like to pay 2 life? Sure, sounds great, buddy. Godsire. Okay, well, it's going to have haste. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's going to be exactly 8. So we get that down tap. Now if we go for the War Leader, so that's going to be 6. They're going to draw some. Swing in. Connect again. She's going to have Vigilance. And then we can still get down, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we only have 8, so we're not going to be able to get down a ton of creatures, but they're both going to have Vigilance, so we can kind of stop them from swinging across. Let's go and let's go for the War Leader. Let's have some fun. We're going to get her down. They're both going to have Vigilance. We're both going to swing in on this one. And then we can still stop the lifelink and the Genesis little dude coming back. Alright, let's go and swing in. And then anything we need to do, okay. There's going to be an additional combat step. So we're at least going to chump, so yeah, they're going to go for the chump block on the Genesis. They're going to draw those cards. We're still going to deal that secondary, the main phase damage, or whatever we need to call it, with Samut on the double strike. And now we're going to get in again. Coming in hot. It's going to be 6, it'll be 9 that we're dealing. They do have 4 cards in the hand. Put them down to 18. Anything else we need to do now? We're going to go and pass turn. Yes, hey, I do apologize early for not swinging to Samut. That would have made a difference at this point. We might have been able to close it out, actually. With Genesis, the beginning of your upkeep, if it's in your graveyard, pay 3. If you do, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. We're not really that worried about... well, excuse me, yeah, there's Wormcoil Engine out there. That would be something we need to watch out for. But we're online for Godsire next turn. Next turn, we can get those nice little those beast tokens going. And if we hit a land, we can start untapping it with Samut and getting those on the battlefield to kind of rally past these little worm tokens. I like that. That sounds pretty good. Getting these overgrown 2 men, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're sitting at 5 mana, and they did pay that 3. So I don't. We'll see what they're going for if they're going to get the Wormcoil Engine. But yes, Godsire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we need 1 more mana to be online to start going for that. And then we still have Village Bellringer to get in an extra activation to untap it and kind of have some fun with the War Leader. I like that. And then, especially with us having some Vigilance creatures, and then once we get down Odric, they're going to gain the rest of that stuff to where we can kind of get that rocking and rolling. Okay, so they're getting the Skull Clamp on the Kitchen Finks. See if they're going to swing in or not. All right, they're holding off. Hopefully we can stabilize it too. It's looking very promising. We do not hit a land drop. Okay. We don't want to get down Heartless. We're just going to take one on that one. Um, Now, how do we want to sequence this? If we go for the God of Victory, creatures you control have Menace. So there's still 2 creatures out there. And then we get down Odric. Yeah, let's go ahead and go for that. Let's go for the God of Victory. We kind of want to want to get a lot of bodies on the battlefield. That's what we're going for. Get down the God of Victory. This should turn on Devotion with those creatures out there, but we're still going to get down Odric, which will have it online. Ooh, do we have Swords to Plowshare on the War Leader? Okay, you got it. We gain a little bit of life on that one. Kind of helps us out just a little bit. And then, what are we going to go for now? So as far as Devotion goes, we're sitting at 3, 4. We're a little bit far away from Godsire. Let's get down Odric. And then next turn, we're just going to go for the Godsire. Hopefully we hit the land drop. We're just kind of setting up a board state to where they don't really want to swing in. Menace and Haste. Do you want to swing in with Samut? Double Strike, Vigilance, and Haste. So either way, might as well just go and swing in on this one. You know, if they double block, we'll take care of one of the creatures and then take care of the other one. I think I'm okay with that. Yeah. Let's go and swing in Samut, and yeah, let's go both. They're going to have Menace because we're going to have to double block on one, and then we'll take care of either creature. Should be able to on the back end. That's regular damage, so... You know, they're going to get a Kitchen Finks back, but it is what it is. Okay, so we got double block on Odric. Let's see how we want to sequence this out. So we'll do the first strike. I guess it didn't really matter how we sequence it. Yeah, we'll just do it on the... Yeah, we're okay with that. Alright, take care of the Kitchen Finks. It's going to persist. It's going to come back. We do get him for 6, puts him down to 12. That's 12 total commander damage. Kitchen Finks comes back. Anything else? No, we are good. Okay, so now as far as Devotion goes for the God of Victory, we're looking at 4, 5, 6. So if we get down Godsire, that'll be exactly 6. We'll still be 1 away, and then we still have Village Bellringer to get down. Heartless will give us some nice devotion to the God of Victory, and to be honest, Heartless at a 4/3 body at this point in the game is not that bad. So if we get down Heartless, deals damage. Well, we're not going to be going for activations at this point. Basically, we just want some Menace, we want some Haste, and we just want some good fun stuff. And then once we turn on the God of Victory, we'll have some nice little indestructible. It'll be pretty good. Creatures you control. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so they have Kitchen Finks on the battlefield right now. If they want to just straight up the Skull Clamp, if they can. Luckily, with that Swords to Plowshare, we did kind of gain just a little bit. Went to 5 life. You know, that kind of helped us stabilize a little bit. But it's looking pretty good. You know, especially if we hit it one more land, then we'll get into Godsire and start untapping it. But on a side note, if you find yourself in an alleyway and you want to run away from Samut, head over to mtgeotraders.com. They have a safe haven set up to where you can run away from Samut and her big knife. And if you've not subscribed to the MTGeoTraders YouTube channel, be sure you do. I'm making videos for them too. I have a link down in the description below. Nice little mix of Commander and modern content. Okay, so we have Demonic Tutor being searched up. Might be seeing a board wipe on this one. Potentially. We'll see. We'll see what they go for. But either way, I mean, we've got a lot of mana. We can simply get down an 8/8 Vigilance Godsire and still be in a good spot, swing in with it, and then still make a nice little token. So we'll see what they're going for. Okay, but yeah, sorry about not swinging with Samut earlier. That was 10 points of damage right there. That mattered. Okay, Eternal Witness. They have 3 mana up. They could Swords to Plowshare. We'll see what they target off Eternal Witness. At this point, they just need some more bodies. But that's a Magic player, and Magic players make mistakes, so even somebody who plays a lot of Magic, like me. Okay, Swords to Plowshares. And then, so that's going to, what are they going to be able to do? They can go for, if they want to, they can blow up one of our lands with Tectonic Edge. That's definitely an option now, yeah, which is exactly what they're going to go for. That puts us down on mana, kind of keeps us off Bloodsire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, we can still, if we draw one more land, we get it down. We just lose out on the activation. And okay, going for a Skull Clamp on the Kitchen Finks, draw 2 cards. They still have the Swords to Plowshare. I'm not sure. I guess you would use it on Samut. I'm not sure how exactly they want to sequence it. Mother of Runes. Okay. If we get down Mother of Runes and they click OK, then we'll be able to get this through. But they're going to have to use it in response now. Because it's going to have haste from Samut. And then we can just give it protection in response to that. So they're going to have to use it now. Let's see if they see that. If not, then we're good to go. At least we'll kind of force them to kind of get that down. They don't know what else we've got going on. Mother of Runes will have haste from Samut. Yeah, see, they're going for it now. Okay, so where's the Plowshare? Do we want to do anything? Nah, we're okay. Alright, Samut's gone. Send her back to the command zone. We get down Mother of Runes. Let's go ahead and get down, I guess, Heartless. We just need some bodies on the battlefield at this point, and we want to start building towards Devotion. There we go. Okay. Get down Heartless. Each player deals damage equal to that player half total rounded down. Let's go ahead and we're just going to have Menace. We can get in for 3. We can chump block with the Heartless. It's a 2-1 body. That'll be a... It'll just die if they put the Skull Clamp on there. Yeah, let's go and swing in with the Odric. Because then we get into spots where we can go for the Heartless activation. Samut, I think it was 5, 7. I think we're at 9 on Samut. So we might be kind of getting a little out of commander tax. We'll see. I'm pretty sure it's 9 on Samut. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 total mana. So yeah, if it is 9, then we're kind of getting a little bit out over there. Alright, so Scavenging... Well, they do not bring back Scavenging Ooze. Let's get this down here. Now, Devotion. Devotion for the God of Victory. We're sitting at exactly 6 right now. Between Odric, Mother of Runes, Heartless, and the God of Victory. If you go for the Village Bellringer, that will turn on Devotion. We can get that down depending on what they tap out for. 1, 2. Yeah, and then one more from the just one more land. We haven't hit a land in a minute now. One more land with Godsire, and then we'll be able to have that on. We'll miss out on the haste action, but it'll be a nice big 8/8 beat stick to kind of start rocking and rolling from there. Then we'll kind of see how we want to sequence it as far as Heartless is concerned. Our creatures will have Menace from the God of Victory. So if we can go for an activation with Heartless, they're going to lose half their life rounded down. So that puts them in, about the 6 range or 5 range. However they, rounded it down. And then we still have Mother of Runes activation to kind of give one of our creatures protection from whatever color they get on the battlefield. So we do get into spots where we could potentially... if we turn on the God of Victory, has Indestructible, give it protection from green, whatever creatures they get out with Mother of Runes, swing in for the 7/4 body, and then use a Heartless activation to kind of take care of that before we deal combat damage, because we want them to lose their life total first. And we're at 8, we'll just go down to 4. We don't really have to worry about any last-minute damage. I would assume not from our opponent. Could see a Night's Whisper or something like that, but with us being at 8 and losing half of it, then we will be okay. But yeah, I enjoy Samut. Samut's been a really fun commander. I didn't, when Samut was spoiled, I was like, okay, finally, I have a reason to build a Naya commander. It's fun. Like the Mayel, I play against her. She seems a lot of fun. She just, every time I play against her, my opponent just never really... let me take that back. I've played against Mayel where my opponent went to town, and it was pretty brutal. They ramped really hard, and but most of the time when I play against her, I just don't really. It seems like you just keep Mayel up the battlefield, and they just can't get those activations going. Okay, so we got the. I'll finish it. Search for a library card, put it in your hand, shuffle your library. Okay, got it. Yeah, but, that could be, we could see, something like Fleshbag or something like that to kind of get our creature count down. Restoration Angel, bounce, return, grab something out of their graveyard if they want to. We can still give our creature protection. Well, I mean, it's not really a matter in response to that. Thinking they're going to exile our creature cards. But as creatures do you control? But yeah, as far as Mayel, it's just kind of one of those, I was never, burning down the door to build her. She was on my to-do list, and I keep a running to-do list of, even though I don't maybe not get a creature, a commander that you suggested done, you may not see it for a while. I do have a to-do list of stuff that I keep a list of. If people say, hey, you should do this, commander, this would be fun, I put it on my to-do list. It doesn't mean I'm gonna I always, every single commander that gets suggested to me, I'd love to build it, but if I don't have time to do it, I still put it on there for times where, maybe we're in between sets and I need to build whatever deck for this week. I'll kind of go check that list out. But she's been on that list, and I was just never that excited to build her. But then Samut came out, and she's pretty cool. I like her. She's a lot of fun, and I'm really enjoying the fact that we went pretty competitive with this deck. I usually don't like winning with combo and commander. It's not that I have like a high ground on it or anything like that. It's just one of those that I feel that commander, really, it's best suited not to be a combo heavy game, a format. Like I just feel that's a good way to approach commander. Is that it's about the stories. It's about the road. It's like taking the scenic route versus just going down like the highway. Like if we're gonna go on a road trip for 8 hours, well, maybe there's if we can go the scenic route that's takes about an extra 30 minutes. Why not? Let's go that way instead of being on the freeway where there's a bunch of traffic. So it's kind of my viewpoint on commander. Okay, opponent getting down Deathrite Shaman. All right. So, with Mother of Runes, target creature you control gains protection from the color of your choice until end of turn. So, there's double green creatures out there. I still think if we can just turn on the devotion for the God of Victory, go for a Heartless activation, they're completely tapped out. Could almost reach. Okay, let's re-rack. So, the God of Victory is sitting at 6 devotion. So, we get down the Village Bellringer, we give the God of Victory protection from green. We'll be able to swing past the Wormcoil Engine, get in for 7, and then we have a Heartless activation. I like that. Let's go ahead. Yeah, let's go ahead and go for that. So let's go ahead and flash in the Village Bellringer. Now that's going to come in with the trigger on the stack. We're going to have Mother of Runes going to give the God of Victory protection from green. And then if we go for Heartless, each player. Alright, opponent scoops it up, yeah. So we go for a Heartless activation, they're going to go down to about 5 or 6. We're going to be able to untap with the God of Victory. It's going to have protection from green, and it has menace, which means it cannot be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. So, with protection from green, that cuts out the Eternal Witness and the Deathrite Shaman, and we're going to be able to push past that Wormcoil Engine because it's just a lonely little 1-drop creature. So, we will close it out. It feels good to close that one out after missing it earlier, swinging in with Samut for double strike damage. But hey, we got a nice little commentary video in, and that was fun. I always enjoy playing like competitive style decks versus competitive style decks, so that's definitely a really good video. So, alright everybody, if you enjoyed it, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.